Hey guys, we're live in the JPF kitchen. I have a few more prep things to do, so I hope you don't mind hanging out for a moment while I prep them. I'm getting my power going here. Let's see if I can get us level. It's a little better. Merry Christmas! I know it's a little early for some of you still, but we're 15 days away. I'm gonna lose this before it's over with. Alright, I'm gonna do a little sharing. Please share this video if you find this helpful or you just find me goofy or anything at all. I'm gonna show you how to do a gingerbread house today, and it's going to be lots and lots of fun. I'll show you around this one in a moment. This is our gigantic mansion over here, and I'm gonna try not to trip over my power cord because my phone is not charged. That's a normal thing. Hope you guys are doing well. I have a few little housekeeping things to do for myself over here because I'm not prepared as usual. So I'm gonna grab a few more things that I need. And we'll hang out while a few people jump on here. Got my goodies. I wanted to have all these, unwrapped and beautified and everything. Not happening. All right, I'm going to share this video on my page so that everybody knows that I'm on. Give me just a moment. I hope that you'll share it too. Sorry I'm not in the frame right now. I got one more to do. Perfect. All right. Can you guys hear the Christmas music in the background? That's exciting. Okay, so we're gonna start with the structure, of course. I'm gonna get my hot glue gun going because we're gonna need that. It's every crafter's best friend. Always have a nice little surface for the leakage to go onto from it. I'm gonna plug it into my little extension cord down here. I'm gonna be showing you how to make royal icing and everything. So everything from the structure. And technically we're not going to be using gingerbread. This past week my stove went out, and so even the option to make an actual gingerbread house was going to fail unless we did a pre-made house. But I've also heard that without fail, always, that people have a really hard time with the pre-made gingerbread kits. So I'm going to show you how to even take one of those kits and make it better. So I actually went on Amazon to look for a pre-made kit to see if we could at least start with an actual gingerbread, but every single one of them had like 2-star ratings, and I was like, nope, that's against everything I believe when it comes to Amazon shopping. So I'm gonna go take it old school back to design school, and we're gonna go foam core. So if you don't know what foam core is, it is just that. It is core and it's foam. It is usually 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch, 1/4 inch, something like that. Let's see. Let's measure exactly. Yeah, 1/4 inch. Hi, Boca. She says, I love gingerbread houses. How are you doing? You're going to make a gingerbread house, or you're going to eat the gingerbread house? You enjoyed, yeah, oh, we're going to eat it. Yeah, it's not 5 o'clock yet. It's not time for dinner. I love you too. Okay, so we're going to use foam core. You can find this at Walmart. You can actually get it on Amazon. You can get things at 5 sheets. I recommend, if you're going to do a larger one, definitely get at least 2 sheets to start. You're also going to want a piece for your base, because where you're going to build this gingerbread house, you're going to need something to move it on. And who has a plate big enough for a gingerbread house? So this is going to be my base. I'm going to do like a miniature one. I'll show you around my big one over here. This one is ginormous. We had some squirrels get into this. Their names were Millie and Maggie. We have gingerbread family men there. We have a little cute little pathway peppermint pathway. We've got lights on the roof of the house. Got some cute little wreaths. Ready to the back there. Got some snow happening on the roof. And some cute little orange swags. And some peppermint snow dust. So, this took hours, y'all. Hours. It got out of hand. We did Cinnamon Toast Crunch on the roof. Oh yes, she's always trying to help. She's like, give me some of that candy. Okay, so foam core. Pick the size of your base. Something's got to stay on there. All right, these are just scrap pieces that I have left over from that. So I'm gonna do my best not to have to crack open another piece. She's technically getting caught in my wires right now. Okay, can we step over it? Can we not? Okay, thank you. She loves to craft, y'all. She loves to craft. Okay, so if you're not an artist, if you haven't gone to architecture school, it's okay. We've got this. And my pen has disappeared. Anybody else have that problem where your pens disappear? Always? All right, of course we're gonna need a front, a back. So a facade is the front. You need a front, a back, 2 roof pieces, and 2 side pieces, of course. All right, so I'm gonna pick the center point of this guy. Let's see here. Let's see how tall we have this thing. This is gonna be the front and the back. So I'm using a cutting mat. This is wonderful because it is self-healing, so you don't have to worry about going through your surface wherever you are. I use an X-Acto blade. You can also use a utility blade, but X-Acto blade is exact. So, sorry, no pun intended. Use a straight edge. You can use anything you like, but I happen to have design tools still laying around, architecture tools, and a ruler so that you know how big things are. So we've got 6 inches approximately, a little over, about 6 1/8. And I've got 13 inches tall, so I'm gonna make it exactly what I have. So we're gonna do, all right, 6 1/2 is gonna be our midpoint. So 6 1/2. I'm gonna know that that's as big as I can make this little guy. Then I'm just gonna take my straight edge, and you can use whatever angle you want. But I'm gonna make a really nice little slope here. And just use my 60-degree, a 45-degree angle, just kidding. Okay, there's that. Got some Hanson Christmas music from last year going on back there. Y'all, that doesn't look straight. Maybe it is. All right, so I have the front. Just do the same angle there and there. You can always mix it up and make something different. Then, use a real nice ruler with this nice little cork back so that it doesn't move. Now, if you've never cut foam core before, you're gonna have to know that you're gonna have to do it in several different increments. So you're usually 2 or 3, I say 3 just to be safe. You're gonna cut through that top paper layer. It's kind of like cardstock, kind of thick. And you're gonna hear it cutting that foam, and you're gonna go through it till it gets all the way to the other side where the paper is on the other side. And then the same on the other side. Don't rush this because this is everything. This is your structure. So I have a front. And then I'm going to take it to make it real easy, and I'm going to make an exact replica on the other side for the back. So I'm just going to take my pen and draw my angles. What's your favorite Christmas song? I love the old Snowed In album. If any of you are old Hanson fans, you might feel me on that. It's definitely my favorite Christmas album. I need to rebuy it because I have it on my old iPod, but I can't even play it on my computer because the technology is just crazy. Okay, so I have 2 exact pieces now for my front and my back. I'm gonna label those. for those of you who don't know, just so if you ever get confused, because the sides and the roof get a little crazy. They do start looking alike. Now you have, no, angles have never been my strong suit. They're hilarious, Ashley. I'm a math girl, so what can I say? All right, now I'm hoping, y'all, this was just bad luck. I mean, that's gonna be perfect. All right, great. This is gonna work. All right, now you have to figure out what depth you want. So I'm gonna make a little gingerbread house. So we're gonna go, let's go 3 inches, just to make it real simple. All right, 3 inches. And I also need, all right, so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take this. I know, girl, I know. I got all the way back I was like, man, that education really did pay off, making gingerbread houses. Okay, so this is a little taller than my house, and I don't know that I want that. Let me see. Because then my roof isn't gonna lay flat. So I'm gonna have to figure out where to cut this little guy. And I'm just gonna trim some excess. So we're gonna go 3 inches. Let's do 4. Let's go crazy. Let's do 4. Okay, 4 and 8. I'm gonna use my right angle again. This is all we did in design school. All the time. We did not leave Rutledge, ever. Okay, so I have my sides drawn out. Now I'm going to come over here and make that other line where I have to trim the excess off. And then I'm going to draw a straight line. When in doubt, always draw it. Don't eyeball it. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and trim both sides off, and then I'll trim the excess off. And then we'll get to the roof in a second. My printer is possessed, y'all. It's over there making noises. Ain't nobody over there. Okay. Then I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't want to make this too small before I start cutting it, and since I would have to make the same cut twice, I'm just gonna go ahead and cut it all off at once. But I just had a little more control getting it off the other big piece. All right, so here's my line to show how big. Be real careful with these blades. If you've never used an X-Acto knife, you will chop your finger if you're not careful. Always in that Rutledge building, girl. Late nights, late nights. I was always the one getting sleep though. I'm like, see y'all tomorrow. And you can see how this is kind of coming together. We're gonna use that hot glue and it's gonna be fabulous. Yay, my little mini house. Okay. Now, I also know that because this was big enough here, this is hard to do. I'm also gonna have this guy. It's gonna work out beautifully. All right.
That handsome seating isn't available anywhere.
You're
Sorry, love.
You're hilarious. You are hilarious. Y'all, my mind just went crazy for a minute. You are so funny, Joel Jackson. All right, I want a little bit of an overhang, so I'm gonna go like a good 1/2 inch overhang. And again, I'm just gonna copy the same thing I'm doing on the other side. So I'm gonna use my right angle because I don't wanna measure. I had to get my beauty sleep. I didn't function without sleep. We're doing an old throwback, y'all. All right. Again, you have to do it 3 or 4 times. Don't cheat your way out of that. And I'm not doing any architectural elements other than the entire structure. I'm not doing anything. Ready? These had a rough story. The good thing about using foam core is if you mess up that cut and you haven't gone all the way through, it's okay. You have a little grace in there. Always put your cap back on. All right, now we're gonna get gluing. This is the side the cat's bit. You don't want that. I'm gonna put that over there. All right, I'm gonna grab my base and we're just gonna go traditional and go front and back. Y'all did not label my pieces. Okay, this is roof, I think. Nope, I think that's the side. Yeah, pretty sure that's the roof. 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 See, that's what I said. You need to label them as you go. Side, side. And none of this is going to show, so you can put it all together like that. Okay. Front. Yes, girl. Those walls are 4. They need to be 8 inches thick. All right. Now, first thing you're going to do is take that front piece and you're going to just get the base of it. All right. Let's do enough for a little pathway. So let's do here. This is going to help that, whatever you decide to put on the outside of it, whether it's graham crackers or gingerbread. You can even take the gingerbread and then trace the pre-made gingerbread pieces so that you can have this as your structure on the inside so it doesn't collapse, because we all hate those collapsing gingerbread houses. Okay, now once I have the front, you can start with the front or the back, but I started with the front. And the side piece, I'm going to put that guy in there. I'm going to go, you can use a little hot glue gun or a big one. I'm not partial to either. I use both. We actually had both of them going the other day. I'm going to go on the inside wall, the interior wall, so we have some nice clean corners. Make sure that your wall doesn't curve outward. Okay. All right. Do the other side. I had to figure out how I was going to have that on the inside, and there we go. All right, so far we have the facade, the front, and the sides. Okay. Joel's coughing. Give me just a moment. I'll be right back. I'm still here. I'm coming back. Real life, guys. Real life. All right. So, back. I'm doing the base there, but then I'm also going to do the interior walls because they're already set. I feel like that will be a little more predictable. And then I'm just going to line this up. And then I'm just going to push those walls together and hold them for just a second while that hot glue dries. I'm not going to get crazy with the decorating part. You guys know how to do that. Yes, girl. I just was like, why do people not do this? I literally looked it up on Pinterest and could not find foam core gingerbread houses. And I'm like, I mean, I guess no interior designer has ever thought, let me just take all of that. Y'all, we had to build so many models. Everybody needs this in their life. See, every time I do an overhang, I feel like it never is enough. Alright. There we go. Always go more on your roof than you think you're gonna go. There we go. That's what it was. Okay, I did not account for the thickness of, always go wider, because I didn't account for the thickness on the front and the back. But this will work just fine. Okay. I didn't want to do it this way, but just always remind yourself to do the front, the back overhangs, and the side overhangs. I just happen to get lucky and have enough with my width here to be able to do, let's do a front overhang. There we go. Perfect. I just like gluing from here better than the piece. Oh, told y'all it's gonna come out. This time last year, I was making a wedding cake for Kenzie's wedding, and now she's my assistant. What? That's kind of crazy. Who knew where this year would go? Careful not to burn yourself, because I just did. Alright, have a little bit of a gap up here at the top. It's alright. Alright, so, gingerbread house. It could use some love. Now, you could get fancy and do a little chimney if you wanted. You could kind of build it out, but we're not going to get crazy. And I only have 2 packs of graham crackers left after going through 10 packs on that guy. All right. I am making with graham crackers because that's how we did it the other day, and we couldn't do gingerbread because my stove decided to catch fire. And we didn't have a stove the day that we were doing this. So I'm gonna do it how we had done it on there. Now you can literally hot glue these guys onto. I am. Just because it's the base. Now everything else I do with icing, but I want this guy to hold up really, really well. So, graham crackers it is. Perfect. Super, super simple. All you're doing. Just hot glue those graham crackers on. And these actually, like if they're not the size that you need them, you take a knife, you can actually do pretty well cutting it to what you need. Super simple. Okay, I'm just gonna do like one side of each. We gotta have our tiles going the same way. Yes, girl. It happened. I was in the shower and I smelled smoke and I was like, what is going on? Boys, why are you not alerting me that the house is burning down? And then it wouldn't turn off. The broiler turned the stove off and the broiler remained on. And then the bottom caught fire. It was a small fire. We lived. We're good. But I didn't trust it after that. So we got a new one. Merry Christmas to us. All right, we got the side going on there. I do have a little more of an overhang on the front. That was intentional. All right, and I'm gonna do the front for you. And then we'll get started on the icing and the decor. Now you can always cut it out, put a little light in there, whatever you want to do, but we're gonna keep it simple since we got crazy with the design of the structure itself. Now, you can always, so as you can see, I have a little bit of space down there at the bottom. You can leave that if you intend to put some type of border around it. So, we did that with the watermelon. Now, we started at the base and worked our way up and from the center, and we actually bricked, like, laid brick, and that probably is why it took a while. But I'm trying to do a demo here, so we're gonna do it short and sweet. Like I said, I would start in the middle, that way my tiles were even, but just for time's sake, we're just going to lay them on there so I don't have to cut them. And this is what we did on the ones that we had to cut around the corner. We kind of hot glued it in place and then just left it to dry, and then we cut it off. It just made for easier, it made it easier to break off without it breaking off the tile that we needed to keep on there. Yay. See, a lot of times these little pieces will be just enough of whatever you need at the moment. All right. And you can do this with icing, but I don't recommend it because why do all that extra work for it to fall off? And that was a crack. Let's see. I'm kind of figure out my angle here. And then I can cut it. Freddie says that he likes to put the glue on the house as well and then stick it in there. So that's going to be a little too wide just because it can't get underneath the roof line there. That fit in pretty good. We got a little piece here. Perfect. It's coming. All right, now I'm gonna, so the excess, you can see it already popped off there, so that works. And you can kind of clean it up. I'm a fan of right angles. It's coming. All right, I'm gonna do this top triangle. And then I'll have to eyeball it. Whoops, already broke it. That's right. And if you put the glue on the house instead of on the cracker, you're less likely to burn yourself. Just a tip. Now, if you get real fancy and decide to do your tile work and you want to grout it, a royal icing makes for a pretty grout line. Now, I usually take these little pieces and kind of fill in the gaps if I have any. That's all right. All right, so we have a front and a side. So we're gonna leave it at that for time's sake. And we're gonna whip some icing. And I will be getting out the decor while the icing is whipping because it takes about 7 minutes for it to whip. So all you're gonna need for that, if you've never made royal icing before, is a box, an 8-ounce box of powdered sugar, 3 egg whites, and a 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. So I'm going to scoot you guys over here so that you can see me whip it. And all right, so here we are. You need a stand mixer to whip it on high, or you can whip it vigorously with your hand. That's what I read. No thanks. Sorry, I'm trying to get you out of that light there for a moment. Let me grab my eggs. I'm gonna put my hot glue gun over here out of the way so I don't trip over it. Grab my eggs. And my powdered sugar. I have some powdered sugar in a bag. There it is. And cream of tartar. Take you over. Here's my fancy schmancy spice rack. My Coca-Cola crates. You're welcome. You can steal that idea because I get so many compliments on it. It's literally my favorite thing. Okay. So 8 ounces of powdered sugar. That's also a cup, in case you didn't know. A 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar. And yes, I eyeballed that. Now the trick to this icing, it can't just be any icing. Usually I use a buttercream for everything I do. This is going to harden. This is going to be better than what you get with the pre-made icing or the kit icing. So even if you started with a kit and you decided you wanted to get fancy and make sure that it really holds together, you could kind of do the core, the foam core, and then just kind of keep it going with this royal icing instead of the kit icing. You don't want all of that hard work to go to waste. The fun thing is just like letting the kids sit back and figure out what it is that they envision a door being or a window being or the pathway. They all have different ideas. All right, 1 more egg white. Confession, I had never made royal icing before the other day, and so when I did, I made it with eggs, not egg whites. Yeah, don't. It doesn't work. And I had made a double batch, and it was a hot, hot mess. Now. All right, my egg whites are going in. Everything goes in at the same time. And then you're going to whip it on high. For 7 to 10 minutes. So you get the stiff peaks. Ooh, sorry. Did you see it in action? Alright, I'm going to get my station fan over here. do the dots, right? It's on its way. For sure. I'm going to take you on a quick detour and I will show you. So we made the Twizzlers here for the doors, gingerbread men. Now how we got this to kind of melt together is you put it on 350. Your oven on 350, you put it in. Supposedly 7 minutes. In my opinion, 7 minutes is too long. We did some cute little snow-capped trees here. These are just waffle cones and they're cut at various lengths, heights rather, compliments of Freddie's little sister. And then Freddie wanted snowmen, so we took the gingerbread men and covered them with icing and then some snow, powdered sugar. We did the structure here out of the peppermint candy canes, cinnamon toast crunch, and icing. His side looks a lot better than our side. We didn't use as much icing, so he did real good. He wanted all his lights to be in one direction, not staggered. Swags, and then peppermint windows with wreaths made out of lifesavers. It was a lot of fun, guys. And then we did some peppermint snow. I don't know, it just seemed like a good idea. Let's check on our icing. Come in. Almost there. Don't look at my refrigerator. It looks awful. I feel like some of the candy went hiding from me. We'll do some swags. I'm gonna cut these in half because I feel like these will be too heavy for this little bitty house. In case you decide to cut these, one swift cut, you can't just char into them. Yeah. Pretty. That's gonna be great. Those other ones were just too thick. Maybe we'll do it. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, they kind of stick because of the sticky in them. I'm not doing anything but cutting them, and then they're sticky. Okay, I'm going to check on the icing again. Alright, we're almost there, guys. Almost there. I feel like I at least need that. Hi, Angela. Oops. There we go. it doesn't move and it looks like meringue, that's what you want. Like gravity has no hold on that. Now we only used 8 ounces for that entire thing. So we probably could have used 16, but this is plenty. So I'm gonna grab my little knife. I can hear myself over there. My music stopped. Where has it gone? Because my son probably thought it was just a knife. I'm going to turn on some more music. I got my note. That little guy would be a lot of help. Oh, damn. Use a small knife then, because it's probably closer to what you guys have anyway in your kitchens, rather than a fancy little spatula. This is hard doing like away from yourself. Alright, we're going to do 3/4 of one. Let's see what that does. Maybe 2/3. I didn't think that one through. Alright. Y'all, these smell like creamsicles. There we go. That's cool. They just kind of melted together. Melded. Hey, Mom! How fun is that? Okay. Now, I'm going to get sweet because I don't have to worry about a teenage boy telling me not to. And I'm going to take the candy canes and make a heart door. All right. So, I just take and cover this guy. And it's going to take some time for it to dry. It's going to be this side. There we are. Now this entire how-to will be on the blog on Friday with step-by-step instructions in written form as well as this video. So if you want to recap, it'll be archived in the Christmas section at jacksonpinefarm.com. Yay! Okay, I'm going to find the lifesavers. Maybe they ate them all. Alright, we'll use peppermints as windows. You can get a little crazy with the candy. It's telling me my battery is dying. So let me get a plug in. There we go. There we Not even even, is it? Not bad. How sweet. All right. Let's do some lights on top. And then we'll do a little pathway. And you can do the top out of something else. You could do checks, like the mini wheats. You could do, why am I doing another yellow? We did Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Wheat Thins, Triscuits. You could do so many different things. It's like, why are you doing this to me? Whoa, it's a lot more than I wanted. These are probably my favorite part. The crazy thing is I really don't have a sweet tooth. Oh yes, the dog and Mom, honey, some squirrels got into our campfire. We had some pirouettes with fudge. We had a little campfire right there. It's not so much a campfire anymore because the cats decided that it was dinner the other night. So yeah, and Mocha was following it around the entire time. So it's been in the cottage, and this will be the last time it probably sees my kitchen because what are you gonna do? That's it. All right, now we're gonna do a little pathway. So you can do this the easy way or you can do it the hard way. Kind of go out however you want. If you want a little curve to it. And you could do sprinkles or peppermints like we did, or Starburst candies. And you can either throw them on and just let them fall where they may, or you can place them. So they're like little tiles, little concrete tiles. You could put a pattern in there. You could make it as long and as complicated as you wish, or you could do it as short as this video, which is probably not short. Red are my least favorite, so I'm gonna put that right there. I know red is like everyone's favorite. And got a little pathway. Hi, sissy. All right. So, to finish it off, I'm gonna do, oh thanks, I threw myself together. I almost wore PJs pants, but I'm wearing a shirt dress for December and leggings. Okay, now you could just do snow if you wanted, but I'm gonna get a little plain and do a little green sprinkle. For grass, so you can see the grass kind of peeking through the snow. I don't want any on my pathway. Kind of looks like my for real one. There we go, my little grass. You get real fun. Make yourself a little campfire with some pretzels. There's so many ideas out there, guys. You can get as creative as you want. Spend as much money as you like. Here's my campfire. I feel like it needs some, I'm trying to think if I have any. Here's my yellow and orange fire. Nope, that is not orange. There. How cute, right? Alright, I think that's as crazy as I'm going to get for this demo. No, I didn't, look at that, I didn't do that. I told you I was going to make a base and I did it. So let's do that. Alright, I don't want that ugly cake base at the bottom with nothing on it. So we're going to shove some sticks in there. Now we have a real stick built house. There we go. That's a good idea, Linda. I always use powdered sugar. That's what I need to do at the end. Powdered sugar. With a, there we go. Look, stick built house. It's a good thing this house's stove didn't catch fire. There we go. Alright, now we have a base. And have icing everywhere. Alright, so for our snow effect, let's do some powdered sugar. Now the best way to do this is of course a sifter. Uh-oh, my window fell. Needs a little more icing then. There we are. Now we're all done. It just didn't have enough icing on it. I was being a little, there we go. There we are. So, the important part is that the house is not falling down. If the candy falls off, you can deal with that. It has to do with your humidity too. So, how cute. Alright, that was a really simple version. Again, this was our Mac Daddy over here. And this has survived since Saturday morning in all its complexity. And it's a rock. It's good, it's good. So, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm not an expert. These were our first ones ever. I think he needs a little tree out here. There he goes. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. And again, this will be on the blog on Friday with step-by-step instructions provided by Freddie, my son, in case you don't know who that is. And it was one of his projects for school this week. And so he had to, first he had to tell me how to do it before, and now that he's done it, after, so that he knows the difference. And it helps with writing. Yay! Alright, now, the only real gingerbread thing in this entire thing. Now let me sign out by saying this. Is this not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Are you taking a nap, pretty girl? Are you taking a nap? Merry Christmas!